Hello everybody, and welcome to the Wrinkle Squad's YouTube channel. Today is day 15 in trying to spin the Wheel of Doom on Ryan Trahan's 50 States in 50 Days challenge. Today we are at the beautiful reservoir of Mount Zircon. It's a breezy day. We've been hanging out for a little bit. It was quite the hike up here. In this challenge, we are hiking at least a mile a day to try and raise $50,000 to spin the Wheel of Doom on Ryan Trahan's video. Come on, Maycie. Today we are hiking to the Mount Zircon Reservoir. We have with us Luna, Hazel, and Maycie bringing up the rear. Beatrice is at Mama's house still recovering. She's at like 90%. She'll be good to go soon. We're gonna tone down the adventures with her for a little bit though. Make sure she's really good. But we're gonna hike up to Mount Zircon. We're gonna relax for a little bit. It'd make for a really cool 360 time lapse down there. So that's the main plan. But it is a good hike, and I'll start the app. I'm gonna use a different app this time because the other one, it started glitching out. I'm gonna use the All Trails app. This seems to have a lot more information that I can get out of it. It keeps track of the miles and the time. It keeps track of the elevation and a few other things. So we'll see how this one works out. This hike is all uphill. It goes flat for a little bit and then downhill to the reservoir. Off to the side, on either side, when the snow melts, all the water rages down there. You get so many cool pictures of the streams. That's one of my favorite places, but nothing beats getting down to the reservoir to just sit there and relax. Right, Luna? That's like your favorite spot. It's quite the hike to get there, but it's one of those hikes that are very rewarding at the end.
This is how you make me feel. This is how you make
Come on,
me
Maycie.
feel. Oh, good, oh, great sunshine. Oh, baby, this is how you make me feel. And I feel good.
This video is probably not coming out till later today. This is a slightly extended walk and we got a slightly late start on the day. So we will do our best to get it out as soon as possible. So I really hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Come on, let's keep going. We still got a little bit to go before we get there. This is a good hike. It has some decent elevation and some distance. Plus we'll be running around and walking around while we're down there anyway, so it'll definitely be more than a mile. We have to see if the stream up here has some water. If not, I have some in my backpack for you. We just got a few more feet, and then if not, I'll give you water. How you doing, Hazel? The stream's not over there. That one's dried up. We'll have to go see the other stream. If not, I have water. Come on, we found some water. Come get a drink. Come on, get up here. You can do it right there, yep. Come on, keep climbing. You're getting jousted. There's a little bit of a stream right there. Luna just jumped. Took her a little bit, but she figured it out. You're not gonna cool down in that little part, but you'll at least get a drink. You could go under the log and go up the river. Are you good? We're gonna get this mile in today for sure, pups. It's pretty steep all the way up until this point, and then it starts to level out before it goes downhill again. But Luna's starting to get to be an old puppy. So sometimes we just have to relax before we get to the relaxed part. We'll get to the top and Luna will run around for a little bit and then she'll find a spot on the rock to just take a nap. I would do the same if I didn't have to watch them. I just gotta get one of those stake leashes and then we'll all be good. Definitely starting to get more of a breeze now that we're getting closer to the top of this ridge. I'm not gonna lie, it feels great. It's not that hot out today, so it's not necessary, but it's very welcome. This is the last little bend before it starts to level out and go downhill. This is the most strenuous part of the walk here. The rest of it after this is all downhill. The only downside about that downhill part, the water takes the grass and bends it downhill. So on your way back up, it's like foot snares all the way up. So you have to high step the whole hill. That makes it rough to climb back up. But it's the hardest part after relaxing, so it's really not that hard. All right, now we made it to the easy part of the walk. We got this one little itty bitty hill, and it's all downhill from here. And this wind feels great. Right, puppies? Doesn't that feel good? You feel that breeze? I brought my drone. It might be difficult to fly with all this wind. We'll have to see how it is down there. Hopefully it's easy to fly, because this is a really cool area to see from a different elevation. It's cool to see from the ground, so it's a win-win. They just cut this down like last year. It opens up this path pretty good. It's got a good view of the sky, but it gets a lot sunnier, so it gets a lot hotter right here. Hazel, don't sniff those flowers. You're gonna get a bee to the nose. There's bees on those flowers. Come on, we're almost at the top. All right, this is the top. It's all downhill from here. And it's nice and breezy, so it should be cool. All right, we have made it to our turn. We are almost at the reservoir. It seems like it's gonna be very windy down there. It's a wide open patch of land with a bunch of water in it, so the wind has plenty of room to pick up. If you go up this way, this leads you to the summit of Mount Zircon. I have some pictures of the time Beatrice and I did that. I would like to do it again, but it is quite the hike, so I'm probably gonna wait till fall. That's when the weather will be cool enough to get away with something like that with the dogs. Leave a comment saying Summit Zircon and we'll take a trip up there. Come on, it's all downhill now. This is the easy part. Zircon, and this trail in particular, is notorious for having tons of raspberry bushes. I know because I'm wearing shorts and I can feel them scraping against my shins. But other than that, they do grow very well and they are very delicious. That's one of the things we like to do during that time, around the end of August. Go out and pick some berries out in these fields. The dogs love it. I love it. So it's a win-win. But this is that grass that catches your feet on the way back up. You get snagged pretty good. It takes all the energy right out of your hike. I wasn't going to record this much of the hike, but it is part of the hike, and this is where all the exercise comes in. When we get to where we're going, we're just mostly going to relax and hang out, and then repeat this process on the way back. So that'll be our total mileage for that. You see, you can start to see the raspberry bushes growing already. This is going to be a big one. We got to get here before the deer do. They like the raspberries as well. Oh, this looks like it's nice and mushy over here, pups. I'm staying in the middle. I'm going to have to empty my shoes by the time I'm done with this. I'm getting so many grass seeds in it. We are almost at the bottom. After you get to the bottom, it's a nice quiet little walk through the woods before it pops you out at the pump station of the reservoir. That's a beautiful place. I have millions of photos from there. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. So far, winter and fall are my favorite for pictures over here. Fall is easy to get to, but winter, man, that's a challenge because you're hiking all this in like 3 feet of snow. Unless a few people get here first, and usually not many people come down here in the winter. Not even on their snowmobiles, which would really help us out. How you doing down there, Luna? We're almost at the water where you can get a drink. All right, we made it to the bottom of the path. Now it goes through this little dark portion of the woods before we actually get to the water. This is my favorite part because you get all that anticipation of getting to where you want to be. So let's enjoy that anticipation together. Do you hear all the frogs and stuff? Sounds like there's a lot of them. Hazel and Maycie love chasing the frogs around. Not necessarily chasing, and they come nowhere near catching. They scout the edge of the pond. It is so beautiful in this part of the woods right now, Maycie. There's a nice breeze and there's plenty of shade. Let's keep going. We're almost there. Another like 1 more minute. Maybe not even a full minute. Depends on how fast I choose to walk. This is beautiful. I'm not rushing anything. Hazel, if you want to go get a drink, go. You know where you're going. I haven't been here since springtime when nothing was grown. Are you making up the back, Luna? I'll wait for you. My old lady. Well, here we go. Once you walk through here, it opens up right into the reservoir. One of the most beautiful scenes I have ever seen in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Mount Zircon Reservoir.
And I feel good. I'm feeling good. I woke up today with a smile on my face. Ain't gotta worry. Not a care in the world. My mind on heaven in a new kind of place. Surfing the clouds now. Gonna go up, woo, in a real feel chill good mood. Gonna go up, woo, oh it's all because of you. Gonna go up, woo, in a real feel chill good mood. Gonna go up, woo, yeah, yeah. This is how you make me feel. This is how you make me feel. All good, all great, sunshine all day. This is how you make me feel. And I feel good. I'm feeling good.
See that rock right down there in the middle? That one? I'm gonna go set up a 360 camera right there and let it go for the duration that I'm down here. Hazel's already heading down to the water. Is that too thick for you to get through? Come on, you can come down right here. Hazel's already down there at the water. I can already see this is going to be a well worth it trip. All right, come on, let's keep going. Those girls are already at the water. We got to find our way down. Yeah, see, them two are already down there. We got to find our way. All right, we got to walk through this jungle, or we can cut down. I don't care, it's up to you. Whatever you feel more comfortable with, but this is thick. Hey, how about we come down here? Luna, come this way. Luna, this way. We'll just walk down the hill. Hopefully walk down the hill without falling. That would probably be the best scenario. But all these sticks are in the perfect direction to make your feet roll. So it's all a matter of being careful and watching where you're stepping. But those two are already having a blast down here. I wouldn't doubt if they're already halfway out of energy. Go ahead, Loon. This is your chance to get a drink. You got to be careful down here, though. There's some spots that get pretty muddy. Go ahead, go get a drink. It's right there. You see tadpoles swimming away from her. Now we can just chill, puppies. There's tons of frogs in here. You can see them all jumping in and swimming. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but they're everywhere. I can hear Macy's feet sucking out of the ground. Yeah, look at all the mud. Tons of deer prints and moose prints over here too. I've never actually seen a moose or a deer over here, but there is evidence. These are a little older, but those are definitely moose print over here. Those are cool. I'd love to see one out here. Maybe not, because it's very close and personal. But it would be nice. Looks like Luna found her spot where she's going to hang out for a little bit. The other two are playing around down there, having a grand old time. Go ahead, go get a drink. Those clouds over there are rolling in pretty thick. That'll look pretty cool on that 360 time lapse I have going. When Ryan gets to Maine, regardless of how much we've collected for the donations, when Ryan gets to Maine, I will send over the money to St. Jude, and then we will say that we have accomplished something as a team. We still have a little bit to collect some donations. You can do that with the links in the description. I have a link to where we will be activating the Wheel of Doom. I have the link to Ryan Trahan's direct St. Jude donation. I will donate a penny if you subscribe to the Wrinkle Squad's YouTube channel. If you subscribe to Ryan Trahan's YouTube channel, he will donate a penny. If you follow Ryan Trahan's Instagram account, he'll donate a penny. And if you follow Joyride Sweets, he'll donate another penny. So between those 4 things, you can donate 4 pennies just by clicking button. Any little bit helps, and when he gets to Maine, we'll donate that money. How you doing, Luna? We could come down here and get a drink. It's not that muddy down here. Hazel and Maycie have been fine. But I gotta come down here and see what that time lapse looks like. I had that thing going for a while. Right at the springtime, all of this is underwater. Probably to about that deep. See the lines when we get to the tower on how deep it gets. Boy, these frogs are loud. Do you hear those frogs? Hazel hears them. One of the questions I get asked all the time is, what drone do I use? I use the DJI Mini 3 Pro. I like it because it folds up. It fits right in my backpack. It has a protective cover that goes over it. I can just shove it right in there. I got a couple extra batteries so it could fly around for a little bit longer. But I only use it for no more than like 20 minutes every time I use it. So it's not a bad little drone. I got an ND8 filter on there to block a little bit of the sunlight. I use it with the controller because I don't like using my phone. I'm usually using my phone for something else, like tracking where we're walking. So I don't like to waste all my battery all in one go. This one's nice because it's small and it's lightweight. So if you're just flying it for fun, you don't need your license. Most other drones, you need your Part 107 license, which it's always good to have, especially if you want to sell some stuff or do some commercial work for people. Come on, we got to make our way back to the beginning. We got supper and fireworks to attend to. Fireworks last night were awesome. We were so far away, but my lens was able to pick them up perfectly. You see anything interesting? One thing we always do when we get out of the woods is we do a proper tick check on the dogs and I. This area of the woods always has tons of ticks, so we always do a vigorous search. Now this is the hardest part of the entire walk. Back up the hill, fighting all this mud and grass. You gotta clear your shoes out at the top because all these little things wind up all in it. Come on, ladies, it's like a jungle in here. Yep, we're still climbing. Like I said, this is the hardest part of the whole thing. We'll give us a second when we get to the top. That's what we'll do. All right, Luna, we're gonna take a break in a second. All right, that was the hard part. It's all downhill from here, so it's nice and easy. Still a little ways to go, though. Now we get to relax and meander our way back down the mountain. I want to take some macro photos, but the wind is blowing so bad that nothing will stay still. All right, so I used the All Trail app this time to calculate our miles. It wound up calculating elevation and miles, so we did pretty good. We went 3.1 miles and had an elevation gain of 554 feet, so that wasn't bad. I'm gonna head home, but I'm gonna leave you at the top of the tower to end this video. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching today's video. We greatly appreciate it. Today was a fun adventure. This is one of our favorite spots, and I'm glad we could share it with you. Let me know in the comments if you like it and if you'd like to see more of this area. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow.